a spiritual awakening for you, collective. This is a spiritual awakening for you, collective. By the way, my name is Cass Young, and I am here to speak love and life to you. I'm an intuitive speaker and motivationalist, and I just love coming on here and seeing what's happening with you, collective. So let's get back to this. Now that you have this spiritual awakening, this new opening with information, let's see how this manifests in the upcoming moments of your life. Let's see. The universe. Boom. What I say, this is incredibly powerful for you, collective. To be able to, and then I say there was going to be a circle, a new introduction, a reason, a ball is coming towards you, and yet look at what the universe is holding, a sphere. This is full circle moment for you. I feel like a lot has come together for you, collective, and it feels really good. It feels really good. Whether what's coming to you has knocked out your preconceived notions of what's happened before, or if this is something that reaffirms what you already knew, but you couldn't put a name to it. That is what this is doing. The universe has opened up itself. God has opened up for you. Ooh, the lovers, along with the Queen of Swords at the bottom. So this is directly for you. This is meant for you. This is almost like a sacred transmission to you, collective. Ooh, we tap into that Queen of Swords, something that you've been thinking about. It's something that has been wired in your brain. I feel like this awakening is not just spiritual, but it's also shifted the way that you receive the information. Tap into that. Come through and say it. The moon. That's what I'm saying. This was information that may have been not hidden from you per se, but you needed a lot of different points to connect, a lot of dots to connect, and you were the last piece of the puzzle that needed to fit in this moment in time. See, a lot of times we truly think that we have to know everything at one particular time. And God will tell you it's not your time to know. And I know it's frustrating. Tap in, collective. I know that is incredibly frustrating when you need to have some information in order to move accordingly, yet nothing is connecting. That sucks. But once you do find out the information, what happens? What happens? Once you find out the information, what ends up happening? You end up understanding why you had to wait. You end up understanding what took place, why you had to move the way that you move, or why you need to learn those particular lessons at that moment. Tap in, tap in. Woo, cards is going all out the place. Decisions have been made. Two of Cups with the Page of Wands and the Two of Swords. Let's unpack it. The Two of Swords is always about difficult decisions. Well, not always, but at this point, it's the difficult decisions. Are you going to act upon what you know? Are you going to make peace with it? Are you going to move forward? Are you going to learn more? Are you going to hide from the collective? Tap in. Are you going to hide from it? The Page of Wands is saying, like, go forth. And the Two of Cups is saying the same thing. Not only go forth, whether it's good, bad, or indifferent, collective, but it's also telling you to embrace it. This is holy information. And during this time in our culture, in our geopolitical relationships, in our personal relationships, oftentimes they always tell us like you got to take the good with the bad. But with this, there is a particular piece that you have chosen with the bad information because you know that the enlightenment always leads to good. Tap in. I love this for you, collective. This is powerful. This is incredibly deep. Tap in. Ooh, I was not prepared for this message. Look, momentum, a lot of movement. My cards are flying all over the place. Joy and escape is in reverse. You cannot escape it. This is good. This is good, collective. So you have momentum. So there's a drive here. There is an inertia, a push. There is a thrust of energy, of information, of love. I keep saying information. I feel like so much is clicking in place for you, collective, that I can't even stop saying information. And this is something that you can rejoice about, collective. This is knowledge. When they say knowledge is power, it's because it allows you to see what is hidden from those that refuse or choose not to see the light. And this is something you can't escape in reverse. This is something that does not need to move. So if you see the number 15, the number 1, the number 5, I actually see the number 13 coming up, the number 4 again. If you see that come up, then know that you are in the right frequency, the right path at the right time. Enthusiasm at the bottom. Oh my gosh, tap in. So this is something to feel enthusiastic about. I actually feel like the cosmos wants you to be enthusiastic. Big Aquarius energy, big Taurus energy. See, I actually feel like looking at this Aquarius energy, this is innovative energy. This is new level energy. This is something that you have to take on independently. A lot of people around you with this newfound information, they gonna look at you like you a whole weirdo. They're going to look at you like, girl, what are you talking about? What are you saying? And again, I don't know the information that you have recently downloaded. This is a divine download only for you. It is not my place to tell you, oh, this is what it is. I got like some inklings of what it is, but this is so powerful that anybody else outside of you that knows it would not use it the way that it needs to be used in order to make the moves that need to be made. Tap in, and that is for your protection. That is for your spiritual protection. We got fear in reverse. So if you feel a bit nervousness, this is not something that you can fear. This is something that needs to be conquered, something that needs to be utilized. This is a divine assignment. This information that you have is versatile, it is unique, it is beautiful, it is specifically tailored to your frequency. And I keep seeing it's coming around in circles. So I feel like the more you unpack, the more you know, the more you step into this divine purpose. I feel like this is a bridge to something even greater. A lot of you might have been thinking about using your spiritual gifts to help other people or go into a different job or go back to school. I'm feeling, I keep saying like education, knowledge, information. So a lot of you might be entering maybe not even a physical school like a university, but you might be entering a new school of thought, which leads to power, mentalism. What is happening in the world in front of you first must be conceived in the mind. And I feel like a lot of you are understanding that y'all have been walking in the dark for a long time. Welcome. Welcome to your spiritual awakening, collective. My goodness, just come out. Why don't you? And speaking of which, sprout into momentum. So this is a growth, this is a new development. This feels fresh, it feels new, this feels like springtime. It feels like good to soak in this knowledge of the sun. There's a big yes here. The number 8 is at play. So we're talking about infinite knowledge, sacred knowledge, new knowledge. I also feel like this is perceptive and insightful. Took the words right out, took it right out of my mind. I was like, this is such a new perspective for you, collective. Tap in, tap in. I feel like a lot of you have probably been kind of hiding from what this could be. I feel like I need to spread the deck a little bit. Let's see what's becoming hidden inner child in reverse. So no, this is not some juvenile or immature level of information or understanding. This is something that is high level. This is high level knowledge, high level movement for you. This is not a negative force. There's only one way. Burnt nature. There's only one way. Any other way outside of this is a hard no. So collective, let's see what else is going on here, because I feel like there are a lot of emotions that you might be carrying. Again, this knowledge is specifically for you. So if you know what I'm talking about, I want you to put a 1 in the chat. I want you to put a crown in the chat and say, Cass, I know that this message for me, I got my divine download. Tap in. A lot of you are feeling very happy and very cheeky that this is a confirmation for you. You are feeling bold in a way that is endearing, that is love. You are thrilled. Oh my God, look at that. You are thrilled about this. This is actually a time to pause and ask yourself, are you feeling delight in pushing these new spiritual boundaries? It's okay. You're not supposed to just stand behind the line and say, "Oh no, I don't need to walk that way." That's not what this is about. This is a time for deep impact, greater trust in God. And I want you to take that with you, that you were led here because of all the times that you wanted to learn, but time got in the way. All of the moments that you should have pushed further and asked questions, but you didn't because you were scared. No, I want you to feel excited. I want you to be delighted. I want you to feel amusement. I want you to feel like this is a time to create a new path for you. This is confirmation. Whatever that information that came out was, that in whatever enlightenment that you have, this is confirmation that you are on the right path, collective. Oh, and I love this for you. Oh, hope, applauding. My goodness, hope and applauding. So again, and you're probably like, Cass, who is hopeful? Who is applauding? Listen, God, the angels, your spirit guides, your ancestors. This is like if you feel yourself having the urge to clap, to sing, to praise, I want you to take that moment and do it, okay? If you feel the urge to really get out there and make it do what it do and celebrate yourself, girl, do it. There is no reason to wait. There is no reason to wonder. And I want you to adopt the mindset of, if you face challenges, instead of focusing on the negative, which I feel like you did for a long time, and then once you look for the lessons and the purpose, that's when the doors open to this new information. I love this for you. A lot of this information is written. I feel like a lot of this is written. There is a reason. This is a time to pull out your journal and start writing. A lot of you are writers naturally anyway, and you really start writing this journey down. When you are faced with adversity, I want you to remember that you have the power to choose your response. And that also shows a sign of spiritual maturity. When you have the ability to say you can cut up, okay? You can cut up if you want to, girl, but do you need to? Do you have to? And the answer is no. I see fear in reverse, right? Remember I pulled that card, but guess what else is in reverse? Terrified. And I said, if you feel terrified or if you feel scared, don't be. Don't be. Let's see what other emotions are coming up for you. So we have feeling cheeky, feeling thrilled, applauding, feeling hopeful. A lot of you are feeling hopeful when once you were feeling lost. Oh my gosh, Tapping Collective. This is confirmation for this new information that you have received spiritually as a spiritual download. And it's not for me to identify, it's for me to confirm that what you are feeling, what you are experiencing is real and it is meant for you. I love this for you. There's also forgiveness here. My God, tap into that. Let me tell you something. Every time I come by the word forgiveness in like one of these energy tap-ins, oh, my third eye is just like, girl, I'm telling you, my God. I want you to, sorry, my third eye was just tingling, but to forgive. Every time I come across the word forgive, I often want to make it clear that forgiveness of other people is hard, but forgiving yourself is even harder. It's so easy to point at what other people have done to harm you. But what about the choices you made that harmed yourself? And most times it's because you just didn't know what you didn't know. That's normal. Don't beat yourself up about it. Especially coming back around full circle, it's easy to say, oh my gosh, I should have known then, or I should have had more information then, or I should have made better choices. Girl, you didn't know, you didn't know. Tap in. And even if you did know you made the wrong choice, here's your opportunity to forgive yourself. So acknowledge the harm caused. I want you to empathize and understand that perspective and circumstances change and you mature over time. And forgiveness is a gift that you give to yourself, not for anyone else. That's a powerful, powerful moment for you to recognize. And I want you to practice forgiveness of yourself consistently so that you know what it feels like in your body. One more, please. Understanding the impact and embrace for that impact. Ooh, we tap in. And that impact is considering how do your actions and your behaviors affect the feelings of those around you and yourself. And I feel like this is a huge mindset shift for you because you're so used to guarding guarding your emotions, guarding your feelings, protecting your heart because you've been hurt so much in the past. Tap in. Every time you put yourself out there, here comes somebody that's a user, that's a manipulator, that wants to challenge how you feel, how you think. Knowing that you were right, you just didn't have all the pieces to put together. And now here you are. I want you to remember the impact that you made on other people and yourself. And I want you to honestly face and address the truths about yourself and how you perform for yourself and what this led to. This led to a deeper opening and understanding. Tap in. Oh my goodness. Tap in, tap in, tap in. I feel so good about this because oftentimes when you have spiritualists, spiritual teachers, and speakers come on here, it's like they always they always feel like they have to have the answers to everything. And most times it's not that. A lot of times it's confirmation of your spiritual gifts in a season or a moment that you're going through that you need to hear a message that what you have learned is necessary for the next part of your journey. And I, for one, am completely here for that. Tap in. I think that is beautiful to be able to say, oh my gosh, I watched a video that confirmed that the numbers I'm seeing or the information that I've learned is necessary for my growth. And that is powerful. It's powerful because when you go through these types of awakenings, when you go through these types of openings and portals, it's easy to think that you are the only one, that you're crazy, that this isn't right. But purpose comes to you in many different ways. And again, cycle. Oh my gosh, what came out? Trace and reverse. I'm telling you, this is brand new. Cycle. Didn't I just say at the very first part that I pulled out was ball, and here we have cycle. My goodness, tap into that. And just to see an interval of time during which a sequence of recurring succession of events or phenomena is completed. You completed a cycle already. That's why it had to come back around for you to start a new cycle. That's why that hidden information had to open up for you, or the hidden information allowed you to open up a new portal, a new veil, and you get to close the door behind you to the old version of you and operate in this new frequency. Tap in your crown frequency. My goodness, this is an instinct for you. And I feel like, wow, I'm seeing instinct and I'm seeing like somber. I feel like a lot of you might actually be grieving the old version of you. And it's okay. That's okay. A lot of times we grieve in different ways. The When did I see people grieve themselves the most? Is they say, listen, the old version of me would have had to come down and do a smackdown, or you always reference the old version of yourself. That's a way of grieving. That's okay. That's okay. But just know that this new version of you is better, smarter, more thorough, impactful, okay? Spiritual. Don't necessarily mean you got to be calm about everything, but it does mean you move different. And that's beautiful, collective. Look, beauty. My God, I didn't even see that card. Beauty in the vibration. Ooh-wee. Graceful, ornamental, high quality, brilliancy, extreme. And this vibration, a distinctive, usually emotional atmosphere. And I feel like people emotionally respond to you. And I feel like the more you go through this new cycle of your life, you'll see people react to you in stronger ways, whether they are emotionally uh, uh, explosive, or they feel at ease and peace. And you'll know why people are reacting to you that way. It is of service, it is of wonder for you to allow people to come into your orbit and expose themselves as good or bad. Sometimes it might be complicated, but this new cycle is easier for you to detect the falsities. Oh, seeking. And I just said people coming into your orbit. But remember, you go into other people's orbit as well. Think about the impact you have when you arrive to other people. Maybe you're the one that can help them break out of a cycle. And when I say help them break out of a cycle, I'm not saying take on anybody's trauma. Tap in. I'm not saying that. What I am saying is that it's an opportunity for you to either share your information or just be available in a way that does not deplete you. Remember, we are hashtag team you over here, okay? We pour so much into ourselves that if we decide to help other people, then there's no sweat off our back. But until then, okay, you do not deplete yourself for anybody, all right? Because when you help people that don't know how to help themselves or haven't learned to help themselves or refuse to help themselves, girl, you put yourself in a world of trouble. Okay, so I want you to stay focused. And I want you to prevail. This actually says adapt to the prevailing level of light and become able to see clearly. Let me read that again for you, collective. Adapt to the prevailing level of light and become able to see clearly. Become concentrated into a sharp beam of light or energy. I said, become concentrated into a sharp beam of light or energy. The focus is you. And you get to shine that beam wherever you see fit. This is your confirmation, collective, that this spiritual awakening is happening. Don't run from it. Don't be in fear. Don't be terrified. Embrace it. Embrace it with all you've got. And know that the change, there is no other option but to change. And people will tell you, oh, Fran, you changed. Oh, there's something else going on with you. You seem different. Yes, I am different. Own it. Wear it. It is a part of your valor. It is a part of your spiritual armor that you changed. And people can either get with the program and honor that change, or they can get the fuck on. Tap in. I said what I said. They can either honor the change and recognize that they may be a part of your inner circle, or they might get removed from your inner circle. But you can honor the change. They can honor the change. Or they can what? Get on. Tap in is what I said, okay? And you can do it with compassion. And some people just want to find a way to be educated. But what you do not have to do is force anyone to benefit off of where you are now. Tap in. Before I dip up out of here, collective, let me just have a few closing words. My goodness, this was beautiful. This was just absolutely beautiful. I hope that this confirmation truly does. Ooh, look. Four of feathers, sanctuary and resting, and the Eight of Cups, renewal and a quest. I'm trying to tell you. Oh my gosh. And then look. The Five of Cups talks about readjustment. Splitting the deck. Oh, strength on one side, but what is truly the superpower? Abundance. Strength and abundance, collective. Oh my gosh. That is what this cycle is bringing. Strength and abundance. Tap in. And that's where I'm going to close out with this message. My goodness. Wow, this was a powerful message, a powerful confirmation for you. Collective, again, my name is Cass Young. I am an intuitive and spiritual motivationalist. I love coming on here and doing these conversations with you because, girl, the confirmations are needed. I am so proud of myself because I have been working really hard to lose weight. I am 50 pounds down. There is no secret. I just walked a lot, okay? And that is my celebration. What are your celebrations? Let me know in the comment section below. I love you guys so much. Hashtag Team You, and I will see you on the next one. Peace.